Here we are for match 4. Got a good hand. Gonna keep it. Would be so much better with a 0 mana card. If this is Dredge, not loving this. Bridge from below. Nice zombie token. Well played, well played. That welding jar draw was incredibly good. I mean, the welding jar was essentially 2 bonus mana and a welding jar. Sure, I don't get to run out the Steel Overseer, but honestly, getting to deploy 2 Vault Scourges and being able to go plating equip next turn is such a big deal. Like, he's not going to be able to race this. Before, I don't know what he was doing with his weirdness, but he might have been able to race. But now, probably not. Probably got this in the bag. Sure, I take 2. It's fine. I'm feeling he's holding up removal spells. So I'm going to attack with the Vault Scourges first and then run out both of these. Also, if he's not doing anything, then I would rather develop my board than run into a potential way for him to use his mana in a useful way. I think sometimes I see people going for the most aggressive play when they should be developing their board, and sometimes they go for the most developed board focused play when they should be being aggressive. It's a hard line to walk, but I think you need to understand where your opponent's mana is going, how close they are to trying to accomplish their goals, and how strong those goals are. So, for example, in this case, I know he's some kind of graveyard-focused Hollow One aggro deck by the way he's played Faithless Lootings and Bridge from the Belows. So I know he's not like building up towards a combo finish. If he's holding up mana, that means either he's waiting for some kind of removal spell to protect him from the giant life swing that would be Plated Vault Scourge or something like that, or he's doing nothing. Either of those two situations, I'm okay with playing slower because I'm not under a huge amount of pressure. And when you're in these kind of situations, if you're ahead, you want to stay ahead. If you play in such a way that your opponent can get a lot of mana efficiency on you, when otherwise they would be wasting lots of mana, that's one of the ways you give your opponent to come back into the game. If any of that made sense. Whenever I make these mini tirades while I'm recording, they're all just off the top of my head, so... Now what? Walking Ballista X2. Interesting. I'll be more interested to see if what he does with it. He's probably killing the Steel Overseer, and then killing the Steel Overseer again, and I get to untap with Cranial Plating. And to untap attack with Cranial Plating. Alright. That's fine. It's not like he was even getting guard advantage, because he had thrown away his Simian Spirit Guide to cast it. Now, land into another Walking Ballista would actually kind of be awkward, but just another Faithless Looting is pretty much irrelevant. Yeah. Because even if he found, like, land removal spell, I can just instant speed equip over to the other thing. Don't think I need Blast against this kind of opponent. Maybe one Whip Flare. Nah, it's probably fine without it. Do I want champions? I don't know if I even want champions. Just some rest in pieces and run with it. Yeah, until I see more about what he's doing, just some random graveyard hate and running him over with good artifact synergies seems fine. Grim Lavamancer, huh? Yeah, if he's gonna shoot something, he's gonna shoot something. Should have seen that one coming. I mean, I do have answers to it in the form of, what the shit? I'm more than happy to do that, man, but... Do you just have another one? It's the only explanation. Okay. I'm not keen on playing the Ravager directly into the Grim Lavamancer activation when I'd have to sacrifice a lot of my board. Come on, give me a rest in peace. I mean, like, sometimes... sometimes these things happen. It's kind of a shame that it shuts off both of my Ravagers, but totally worth it for shutting off Grim Lavamancer and, like, half the rest of his deck. Kind of curious what he's doing with the 6 cards in his hand, though. Hanger back for 1. Alright, well, whatever. Trade Ravager for Hanger Backwalker. Sure. I have another Ravager, and Ravager isn't actually very good right now, since there's a Rest in Peace. Hanger Backwalker gets bigger without sacrificing stuff to it, so... Neither of us gets anything. Kind of glad the Rest in Peace is shutting off the back half of that Grudge. Lista for 1. De Beer's Vault Scourge is not long for this world. I'd rather have the Vault Scourge than the Inkmoth Nexus. So how about we make Inkmoth Nexus the threat? The real question is, does he take the bait? Yes, he does. Just as planned. I'm going to just assume that some number of the cards in his hand are useless garbage meant to fuel a graveyard strategy that is not viable because of the Rest in Peace. Huh. What is this? Endless 1x2. That surprises me. Well played. Well played, opponent. You got me. Well, I think we're 4-0 now. Yeah, sweet. See you around 5.